Long ago, when the old world was spiraling into chaos, a vision was conceived of a city in the sky. A safe haven, far above the ground below, that had been ravaged by economic and environmental disasters. Thus began the construction of Sky City, a spectacle of human ingenuity and ambition. Over time, as the city grew, the divide between its citizens grew too. 3 distinct factions arose, each with its own beliefs, motives, and methods of survival. First came the aristocracy, composed of the city's wealthiest and most powerful residents. They considered themselves the rightful rulers of Sky City, the blue bloods of the Azure skyline, and used their wealth and influence to mold the city into a gleaming paradise of grandeur and luxury. They carved out the most prosperous territory of Sky City as their own, turning the epicenter into a magnificent haven of wealth and opulence. The second faction to rise was the underworld, made up of a motley group of shrewd businessmen, cunning manipulators, and ruthless crime lords. This exclusive faction thrived in the city's shadows, using their vast economic influence and criminal connections to shape the city's destiny. They claimed the vibrant amusement park as their domain, transforming this district into a nerve center of clandestine operations, unchecked commerce, and illicit trades. The final faction to form was the Marauders, an uprising of free spirits who rejected the constraints of societal norms. A fearless group of explorers, smugglers, and mercenaries, they took to the uncharted territories of Sky City, living by their own rules and laws. The rugged territory Razorback Ridge became their natural domain, a place of danger and intrigue, but also of freedom and possibility. These factions initially clashed in a brutal war for control, a conflict that shattered Sky City's urban landscape and societal fabric. The wars brought a chaotic period of strife and paranoia, as the factions jostled to claim dominance over the floating metropolis. The battles were fierce. When the wars finally ended, it was not with one faction standing triumphant over the others, but with a temporary truce. The territories were divided amongst the factions into different floating islands, known as the Halospheres, with each faction ruling their claimed lands. The aristocracy, the underworld, and the Marauders retreated to their respective domains, agreeing to an uneasy peace for the sake of Sky City's survival and future. Since then, the city has thrived, with each Halosphere reflecting the character and spirit of its ruling faction. However, beneath the city's peaceful facade, the scars of war still remain. Old rivalries persist, and the tension between the factions continues to simmer, threatening to boil over at any provocation. For now, peace exists, at least on the surface, but one question is ever present: for how long? In the ever-growing civilization of Sky City, where competing ambitions soar as high as the Halospheres, only time will tell if conflict will once again ravage the city streets.